Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. How are you? Hope you're doing well. We're going to look into good old guilty Danny Masterson. You know what he did, because we can't say that word here. But we're going to look into Mr. That 70s Show, Danny Masterson, who was led out of the court in his second retrial in handcuffs. He has not been sentenced yet. I'm recording this June 16th, 2023. So Danny has not been sentenced as of yet, and I did not find a date of when he was going to be sentenced. However, he's in the clink. He could get up to life, 30 years to life, apparently. That's what the sentence could be. Who knows? Maybe he'll get like some wimpy little tiny sentence. Who knows? But they found him guilty on 2 of the 3 counts of the R word at his second trial. He is 47 and he's held without bail until he is sentenced. So let's start first. Oh, wait. This is a card reading. Entertainment purposes, allegedly, not fact. My opinion, all of it. There we go. So let's see. What is his general attitude about being found guilty? What's Danny thinking? He was found guilty. I always thought he was a weasel-looking guy, but weasel does not make you guilty, but a jury does. I think he thought he had it in the bag. Oh, he's thinking this is the end of him. This is not... He thought he had it in the bag. And now he's like, this is going to be the end of me. I can't do it. I'm too good for jail. Oh, kind of idea. I think he's actually thinking, is there somebody he can bribe? Someone he can pay to do the sentence for him? Is there someone he can, is there another lawyer here who can help him minimize the sentence? I can't do this. I'm too pretty for jail. He has a fear that he is going to be... How funny, our John Travolta card came up. Not that this doesn't mean that. It just looks like John Travolta. Scientology connection, maybe. Don't know. Anyhow, he has a fear that he is going to be... should he be let out with all the riffraff in the jail, he's going to be eaten alive. He's going to become... I guess somebody's bitch, and he is afraid of that. He is terrified of that. He just wants to get out of this situation. He wants to start over. Like, okay, sure, say I'm guilty, but just sentence me munches of money and let me free. I'll never do anything bad again. Oh no, but he would. In my opinion, allegedly, Sneaky Snacker's popped up here in his driving ambition. He's looking to get away with some shady stuff. Allegedly. He's looking to do some shady stuff. He wants to get out of this however he can. He can't do this time. He's just trying to figure out who can get him out of jail. Who is the best? Who is the primo lawyer who can get him out of this tight jam? Well, I don't know. Poor Danny. Danny boy. Okay, let's see. Next question. Now, the special group, the Scientologist. What role did they play, if any? Now, they said they didn't play any role, but what role did they play that perhaps would have kept the victims from connecting with law enforcement? Did Scientology play any role? I don't know. All alleged. My opinion, entertainment purposes only. Did Scientology play any role in keeping the victims from coming forward to law enforcement with their allegations against Danny Masterson? Let's see. Oh, my opinion, yes. Many tactics. So there's some type of exchange of, we don't need this bad publicity coming our way to our little religious group. So if whatever we need to do to keep that from happening, we'll do it, my opinion. Yeah, there's like a lot of things, in my opinion, up their sleeves. I think there's a lot of dinero that was also used to keep these victims from getting justice. There's a lot of stuff, and the whole entire goal, my opinion, was keep them quiet. So I think they were the first line of defense to keeping the church member, the Danny, keeping them all out of trouble for bad behavior. So my opinion, they were involved. They were trying to keep these people from talking. Okay. What does Danny Masterson think about the accusers? And if you haven't yet, join me in the Moon Moth Manor, AlyciaWicker.com. Get access to readings like these ahead of time and ones I cannot share here on Tube of the U. What does he think of the accusers, the victims, the survivors? I think he thought... Okay, it sounds horrible. My opinion. I think he thought that he was better than them. That he had a stronger army, that they were bugs to be squashed. In the background here, I think there's always this idea. They're dangerous. They're dangerous if they were allowed to talk. Like, he's aware of the threat. However, I think he thinks, I can keep them zipped up, quiet, away from me, causing any troubles. There's some, God, this feels like a cocky idea of like, I could romance them, I could sweet talk them, I could keep them from like, if you need me to, but I know I have my big other army behind me, but I'm just so good looking. I'm just so, insert whatever positive adjective you want. He thinks it about himself. I'm getting a guy that is very full of himself. If I can't emotionally manipulate them, I will figure out what is their price and I will get it done to get so I'm off scot-free. I think he thought he didn't need to worry about them. He always thought there was one way or another this was never going to be a problem for him. Like, he knows there was a valid reason. Like, that's almost like an acknowledgement. My opinion, allegedly, not fact. There's an acknowledgement of his guilt here. Back in. Like, yeah, I did it. But I'm untouchable. I am untouchable. So, it's almost like it's all entitlement. That's what I get. Let's see. What does Danny think about the jury? Said he was guilty on 2 of the 3 counts. He's guilty, guilty, guilty. What does he think about that jury? Part of this, I think there's more victims than we know about, my opinion. Like, the jury doesn't even know half the shit I did. That's how this is coming across to me, so I want to say there might be more victims than we are aware of. My opinion, allegedly. I think he feels like the jury got like full of themselves. And this is just the climate of the times that we live in. The like there's this idea he doesn't hold a lot of stock in the jury. It's like this whole elevated thing again. I don't like they're I guess it's kind of like I think the jury's dumb. They're just average IQ people. They have just a sad little life, and this is how they want to exact justice on me, some big Hollywood star. Although I wouldn't put him as like a big Hollywood star, but that's where it's like they're just getting their jollies or it's something demented like that. They wanted to fight for what's right. This is just more like Me Too or women victim. They don't know the true story. He doesn't respect the jury, essentially. He doesn't respect the jury. This is like a whole, they're trying to get revenge on me because I'm a celebrity. Oh, they think they're fighting for the victims. Like, but he doesn't feel like it's not, they got it wrong. Because they're all a bunch of simpletons. Okay. God, he's full of himself. What does Bijou think about his innocence? Now, I guess she cried out in court, and I think the judge said, "You better get a hold of yourself, lady." So, does she actually believe in his innocence? I'm going to say yeah. I think she would fight till the end of time to get him out. Like she's fully into he didn't do this. She doesn't think that he did this at all. This is coming through as people got drunk and communication was misinterpreted in terms of consent of what was going to happen. But she's like ride or die with him right now. I'll stick with him to the end of time. I will fight for my man. He is being railroaded. Allegedly. My opinion, what I'm seeing in the cards, but I think she's a ride or die for him. Alrighty. What does Bijou think about the victims? It looks like she thinks it's just people got drunk and misinterpreted things, but what does she think about the victims? She kind of thinks they're peons and they're looking for a payout some way, one way or another, whether that's their, I don't know, writing a tell-all book, sitting down for a tell-all interview, that they're just opportunists, that they saw this good-looking Prince Charming man and they just knew from day one they were going to pull one and get what they wanted out of him. Everybody thinking all delusional and shit? Like, man, he is not all that in a bag of chips, in my opinion. There's also this idea. They knew what they were getting when they were with him. It was implied. Take that however you want. It's kind of like you put yourself in a situation that you shouldn't have put yourself into, because sometimes these things can happen. That's how this is coming across. And now she's resentful that they've put her and her family, her relationship, all of this into jeopardy. She's on the defensive. She feels like her back is up against the wall, and she's thinking of some creative ideas, whatever she can do to get her lover boy, Danny, out of jail. She wants to get him out of jail. Okay. Let's see. What's his sentence looking like? Is he going to get off lenient? Maybe he won't get 30 years to life. Maybe he'll get like 5. Maybe he'll get 2 years. Maybe he gets nothing. You know, he's a celebrity. Danny's life sentence. What is that going to look like? I mean, life sentence. Maybe it's not like. What does Danny's period sentence look like? Nine to 10 years? That's what I'm going to go with. It looks like there's like, I don't know if there's discussions between his team and the prosecutors. 9 to 10 years makes everybody happy. I don't know. I'm sure the victims would want him in there to rot, but it's either 9 to 10 years, or I'm going to go with like the one side's like, I want minimum 10 years. And the other side, he's going to get a maximum 5 years. I don't think he's doing more than 10. I think there's a minimum 5 to 10. My opinion, we'll see. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. And join me in the Moon Moth Manor, AlyciaWicker.com. Give this video a like, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time. Adios. Bye.